Okay, hi everyone. My name is Vendik, and you are welcome to the channel. Today, there's something I want to explain. Okay, it is it is I call it bottom wick. All right. So I trade candle formation. All right. So there's something I call bottom wick. So I just experienced this thing. Any candle that doesn't have bottom wick, it's a trap because the originality of how it's supposed to be is that every candle is supposed to have a wick. Okay, after an opening price it's supposed to have a wick. So there are sometimes that market tends to move faster, and then a candle will just open and then go up without having a bottom wick. So there is nothing holding the candle to have weight, right? So any candle that doesn't have a bottom wick will the next candle will fall back to grab the liquidity that the previous candle did not grab. So if you get to the chart, you will tend to see something like that so many times. Like for example, especially if you are trading, if you are a scalper, you are doing all the 5 minutes, 1 minute, 3 minutes charts. Okay, you tend to see something like that. So any candle that doesn't have a bottom wick, there is higher probability the market will drop back very fast to create that bottom wick before going up. Okay, so let's just open chart. All right, this is what I mean. All right, so every candle is supposed to have a wick. All right, so this wick now on this candle, if you open to a smaller time frame of it, it will either reverse from an order block inside this candle. All right, so it has grabbed a liquidity maybe within an order block in a smaller time frame of this particular candle before the market goes up. Okay, so if it happens like this, where market just open then goes up without any wick, the next candle may have a very big down like this because there was a liquidity sitting here. Liquidity was sitting. Okay, let me make this a little bit different. Okay, so there was a liquidity sitting inside this other candle that was not triggered. So the next candle has high probability of coming back to that liquidity and then trigger those liquidity before you now have a kind of another sort of movement going up, something like this. Start having another form of sometimes you see candle behave, right? Sometimes you now start seeing candle behave like this. Okay, start seeing candle behave like this. Right, that's this is what I try to mean. So every candle that doesn't have a bottom wick, any candle that doesn't have a wick at the bottom, that means he has not the liquidity that was sitting below it. All right, so should put this also into consideration. So if a market just move drastically, so there are some engulfing candle, there are some entry pattern you will see that you now discover that this one is a trap, that market will later come back to that zone. So you have to actually understand this. So if you get to the charts, all right, okay, something like this, okay, right, market was just going up, there is no wick here. All right, the market just drastically come down, there's no wick in this candle, and this is 1 hour. All right, so if you count it, this, if you go to 4 hours, all right, this will now become one candle, you see. So the whole of the 4 hours is inside this one candle. The whole of the 4 hours is inside one candle. So that one that doesn't have a bottom wick, all right, there's a problem because market after 1 2 the next candle will come back. So imagine this was your entry model for a sell. All right, you see something like this, a very big engulfing candle, which supposed to be an entry for you. All right, so if you get into that chart, all right, and then place a sell order here, all right, maybe just target here, and you are looking for 1:2, right? There's higher probability that the next candle, okay, the next candle will stop you out of that market, all right? But it's not that you were wrong, you were right. But candle that doesn't have bottom wick, okay, the next candle always clear the whole of that wick, grab the liquidity, and then go to its original direction. So you should just put this thing into considerations. Look at another example here, a drastic movement without a bottom wick. All right, so if you are getting into it for a sell, all right, this 1-2 candle will stop you out of that trade. All right, so because your stop loss will be here, and this other guy will take you out of that trade. So each time you see something like that, there's always a problem. Okay, each time you see any candle that doesn't have a wick, there is always a problem. So you have to really watch out for that. Okay, so I believe this really helps you to get to understand these little tips about trade. Okay, so originally, okay, something like this was a clear example, all right, from a fair value gap, and the candle that goes up has a very nice wick which shows weakness and rejection from this other direction. So we have a clean move that is going up. So each time you have a bigger wick like this, the next candle always respect at least minimum of 50 pips. You will get it out of the market. Like something like this was a very big trap. Okay, just market moving without a bottom wick, it moves, okay, 1 2 3, but later the market came back to grab that liquidity before going to its original direction. So you have to put all these things into consideration. Okay, so if it was a trade you were holding the whole day, okay, so see this liquidity grab with this type of dodgy candle, it's an entry for me. All right, I'll trade off it, and then I'm good. So these are the little things I do trade off. So I try as much as possible to keep the equation simple for my own understanding. All right, so all these things I'm trying to explain, it's an entry model you can get that will give you more, that will give you high probability of a successful trade. All right, so I believe this be of help to you. So don't forget to do the YouTube business, please. Give a like and then drop a comment on the comment section, and then you can share so that the video will reach out to so many other persons. Okay, we will try as much as possible to keep it simple, and then we will trade sharp. Right, see you in the next episode.